ברוכים הבאים לכנס של ספרינג 1 בתל אביב, בישראל, פעם ראשונה. אז כבוד גדול, אנחנו מתרגשים מאוד. And now we'll switch to English. We have a lot of guests from abroad. So welcome everyone and thank you for coming. First time Spring 1 tour in Israel. So clap your hands. I want to see energy. By the way, this is the first event that will be outside of the US. So what we'll have today? First of all, let's welcome our guests. We have from the US, UK, Germany, Poland, and of course Israel. And today we'll have two announcements, big announcement. The Spring Framework 6 and Spring Boot 3. Clap your hands. From Tel Aviv. Okay. So who we are? No? Who we are? For the ones that doesn't work with VMware infrastructure, so we are the main, I would say the main private and hybrid cloud infrastructure in the world. In Israel, our market share is around 90%, but for you, for the developers community, we are one of the biggest leading vendor that contribute to the open source community, mainly around cloud native and big and fast data, okay? So what we are bringing? First of all, Spring, okay? So Spring, now it's VMware. And Spring, as you all aware, is the, I would say, the main open source Java framework, and now it's in Israel, and we have here in the audience already customer that purchased from VMware all the enterprise level support to deliver and to help with the solution architect with Spring, so you can touch base with us in the breaks. Also, RabbitMQ, it's now VMware, and definitely RabbitMQ is the leading message broker and streaming engine in the world. So both of them came from Pivotal, and we also have here customers that purchase RabbitMQ from us. What else? Postgres, okay? In the last decade, we are running the Postgres open source, and we build a parallel Postgres data analytics that's called Greenplum for data analytics, machine learning, BI. I think the biggest customer in EMEA sitting here today in our audience of Greenplum, and we are selling it for the defense industry, high tech, and a lot of healthcare. Now we start a few POCs. Super interesting. This solution can work on-prem and also in the public cloud as a hybrid solution. If you are aware of Snowflake, so it's the same, but better. And last but not least, as you can see in the black screen, we are the second biggest contributor for Kubernetes in the community after Google and far before others, and you see what I'm saying, okay? So we are here today to assist you, to guide you, to learn from you, okay? In your cloud native journey. So please, we have a lot of people from Israel and of course from abroad. Touch base with us, ask us questions. We have our partners that Kobe and Oded will talk about in a second that can also help you in your cloud native journey. And now I'm pleased to invite on stage two iconic persons from Tanzu, Israel, Kobe Shamama and Oded Chopin.
Can you hear me? All right.
Good morning, everyone. Such an excitement to be here in Tel Aviv for the first Spring 1 event in Israel. It's an history, and I want to thank you, everyone, for coming. So my name is Kobe Shamama. I'm the sales director for the region.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Oded Chopin. I'm the senior lead solution engineer for VMware Tanzu and a long-time Spring developer at heart. So I think, Kobe, this is kind of like an historical moment for us. We've been waiting for it for years. You know, Spring 1 Tour is one of the leading events for the Spring community around the world. It's mainly done across the United States. Sometimes it was in Europe, but really now for the first time we are bringing it to Tel Aviv, and we're really, really happy about that. Yeah.
So let's see what we have here. So we had 600 plus registered personas. We had to, narrow down at least we have here 250 people. But next year, hopefully we are going to have a bigger place. But 600 registrations, it's amazing. That means that Spring Developers is the most hardest product in Israel and probably in the world. So we have more than 80 organizations here sitting with us, interesting in Spring. And we are going to have 10 sessions today, 10 technical sessions today. You are going to see first time the Spring Cloud, Spring Framework 6 announcement and Spring Boot 3. And we have speakers and attendees from 7 different countries: Poland, UK, US, Estonia. So this is why we are speaking in English.
Yeah, definitely.
So before we are starting, I want to thank our sponsor, our gold sponsor, TerraSky, Intel, and Dell. I invite you to visit their booth, and of course our gold sponsor, Wizard, Bezek, Bynet, and Portworx.
Woo. Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about what we are going to have today.
Yeah, so we're going to kick off the day with Mr. Jürgen Holler, who is the co-founder of the Spring Framework. He's going to talk about Spring Framework 6. 20 years later, he's still leading it, so it is such an honor for us to have him here. Followed up by Deshaun Carter, who's going to talk about Spring Boot 3 and running native images with Spring. We're going to take a quick break. And then our developer advocate, Cora Eberkleid, is going to talk about Spring Cloud Gateway, followed by a session by Spring Cloud and Spring Boot founder, Dr. David Sire, who's here with us, and we're very excited to have him here. And he's going to talk about running Spring inside WebAssembly in Wasm, basically. Then we're going to take lunch, which will be 40 minutes due to very short time constraint. And then we're going to kick off the second part of the day.
So the second part of the day, if you are going to still be awake, so don't eat too much. We are going to have production consideration for Spring on Kubernetes, amazing session by my colleague Oded Chopin. So, and then we are going to follow by introduction for test containers from Oleg and Cora. One of the most interesting topic that you are going to see today, I highly recommend on that. Modernize core system and accelerate digital transformation by Mr. Yuri Fox from Social Security from Government of Israel. Amazing session by Yuri. And then declarative clients in Spring from our dearest colleague Olga. And then we are going to finish with the crown jewel of what we are proposing, our platform. We are going to show you how to build end-to-end from source code to walk-in production application on any Kubernetes by Scott Rosenberg from TerraSky and Oded Chopin. And I'm inviting you all to stay at 5 o'clock. We are going to have an happy hour on the tent below. We prepared a tent because we thought it's going to be raining, but we got a beautiful day, so we are lucky.
Better, yeah.
Oded, what's next?
I think we need to kick off, but before that, we should probably do what we do every time we have a conference, right? Which is a selfie.
Yeah.
So let's kick this off. I'll do video, you do pictures.
Okay, so when I'm count to 3, everyone scream in Spring out loud. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Spring! Oh, I didn't done a selfie. Just a second. 1, 2, 3. Spring!
All right.
All right. Enjoy.